Hey, Daryl P. here. I am clean and sober. I'm coming up on 18 years clean and sober on October 23rd. And I want to share with you one of the most important things, one of the hardest things I had to do to get clean and sober, to stay clean and sober. And it was hard for me, and I think a lot of people don't want to hear this. It's one of the hardest things you'll have to do, and that's closing the door on all the relationships, all the friendships that you had back when you were using. For 20 years, all the relationships, my best friends, all the people I hung out with, all the girls that I dated, I had to close the door and nail it shut on everybody I knew. No phone calls, no texting, no following on Instagram, no friends on Facebook, nothing. Just closing the door on it. This is the thing. I had to ask myself, what were we doing the first time I hung out with my best friend, the person that I supposedly call my best friend? What did we do the very first time we hung out? Did we ever go out if we weren't drinking and using? The women that I dated, I asked myself this: were we ever intimate, even just one time, without drinking or using? And the answer was no. And the answer for my friends was we were always, the substances and the drinking were the most important thing than the friendship. And I had to close the door. It didn't matter if they were clean and sober, it didn't matter if they'd been clean for 5 years. And it wasn't because they were bad people, it was because they were triggers for me. Just being with them face to face, just hearing their voice, just hearing their laugh was one of the biggest triggers. As soon as I saw them, as soon as I heard them laugh or was face to face, and I learned this the hard way through a couple relapses when I first got clean, the first thing I thought of going through my mind as I saw one of the people that I used to call my best friends that I ran into face to face, I started thinking about my dealer's phone number or how much money I had in my pocket. They were huge triggers for me. So I had to shut the door on all the previous relationships I had, all the friendships I had back when I was using for 20 years. This is what I found out. I rediscovered myself. I discovered that I'm a good person, that people want to be around me, not despite my flaws, not because of what I might share with them, not because of my connections. They wanted to be around with me because of my flaws, because they like my goofy jokes, because they like my bad singing voice. They would be there for me in the drop of a hat. I discovered that I was good at painting, so much so that I could actually sell my paintings for hundreds of dollars. I discovered that I was fairly decent at making YouTube videos. I discovered that I was worthy of dating amazing women that I wouldn't have been able to talk to, that I didn't think they would give me the time of day back when I was using. I discovered that I was worthy. These were relationships that I was worth. Discovered that I was worthy of having good, honest, trusting, loyal relationships, not because of what I could give somebody or the connections I had, just because of me. Goofy jokes, bad singing voice, and so YouTube videos. All together, people actually liked me and wanted to be around me. Recovery is possible. Have a good Tuesday.